Hey everybody, alright, in this video let's talk about a new concept for attractions that might be coming to both Disney California Adventure here in Anaheim and Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida. But before we get into today's subject, I wanted to mention earlier this week I had a lot of fun. I was on Matterhorn Matt's YouTube channel. He does like a weekly show called Matterhorn Mondays, and I was on the show with him and his co-host Alex, the historian. We had a great time. We discussed a lot of stuff like the Toontown Brawl and Galaxy's Edge and a bunch of stuff. So link above, check it out. And if you're not already subscribed to Matterhorn Matt, give him a subscribe. He does fantastic content. So let's get into today's video. Now, so WDWNT, they released a article yesterday stating that they're hearing that there's this new concept called a black box attraction coming to California Adventure and Disney's Hollywood Studios. And basically what this is a kind of like a blank canvas. Okay, so it's just going to be a building with a bunch of screens in it, trackless ride technology, and it's designed with the purpose of being able to swap out various IPs, franchises. So when it opens, it might be Wreck-It Ralph, and then a year after that, they'll swap it out, and it might be Doctor Strange. So this building, this attraction is designed with the mindset, with the intention of changing it out constantly. Okay, now here's my opinion on this, and I actually talked about this a little bit on Matterhorn Matt's show earlier this week, but here's the thing. In and of itself, if this is just one attraction and they're only going to build one of these, one in California Adventure and one in Hollywood Studios, I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see this new concept kind of roll out and see what they can do with it. Okay, it's exciting to kind of see something like this because we haven't really had this before. So I'm not against the concept per se. My issue with the black box concept, though, is I feel like it's a slippery slope. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm worried that they're going to do this and then they're going to replicate it, and we're going to have 4 or 5 of these kind of black box attractions in every park. Okay, that's my concern. In and of itself, it's not a bad idea. It could really actually be fun and kind of cool and keep things fresh, especially here in Anaheim when we have a high local annual pass holder population that goes to the parks every week. Having a ride like this that changes constantly, is something that will keep the parks fresh for people that go all the time. But I don't want to see this concept implemented like a dozen times in every park. That's the problem I have with it. Okay, that's the problem I have with it. I can definitely see Disney abusing this and it becoming like the norm. And that's something that I do not want to see. So again, in and of itself, the idea of having a revolving attraction that can change themes overnight, basically, I'm cool with that. That's fine. But just keep it to one attraction. Don't go nuts with it. Don't make an entire park of these. Just do one. Leave it at that, So that's my thoughts on the overall concept. Now, what theme could it be? It's anyone's guess. It really is anyone's guess. First thing that came to my mind when I read the article was Marvel, because it's going into California Adventure. It's also going into Hollywood Studios, though, and Hollywood Studios has a little bit more of a difficult time using Marvel because of the contract that Marvel has with Universal. So if this attraction is going to be a Marvel themed ride, it would have to be one of the characters coming out like in phase 4. So like the Eternals or something like that isn't already seen at Universal Orlando, because legally they can't do that. They can't utilize a character that Universal is using already. So it can't be Spider-Man. It can't be like Doctor Doom or Hulk. It has to be one of these more obscure characters. Okay, so it could be something like that. It could also be something like maybe it's another Mickey and Minnie ride. Maybe it's Wreck-It Ralph, It could be really anything. I'm leaning towards Marvel, though. I really am, like a Doctor Strange maybe, or the Eternals, or maybe Captain Marvel. I don't know, but it'll be something, in my opinion, along those lines. Now, another interesting little tidbit here that I wanted to bring up is, for those of you that don't know, they're rerouting. Disney is rerouting the entrance to PhilharMagic, to that theater, and they're bringing it around to the main strip, like right next door to the award winner's hot dog place. And I've been wondering for a while now, why are they doing this? What's the point of rerouting this entrance? It's kind of now making sense though. The black box attraction is the key to knowing why they're rerouting it, in my opinion. If we get this black box attraction at California Adventure, it's more than likely going to go in one of those warehouses in that back section by Muppets and Monsters. We have huge facilities back there, like Stage 17, that can be utilized for one of these types of attractions. Now, if they use Stage 17, that little courtyard is in front of that attraction is actually right where PhilharMagic currently lets in, that current entrance. So that would explain why they're moving it to the other side, to the front. Because if they're going to do this black box attraction, they're going to need the space in front of the PhilharMagic to kind of, for the queue and all that for this new black box ride. That's just my guess. I could be completely wrong, but I do feel there is a reason why they're rerouting that entrance. And after hearing this rumor about the black box and the possibilities of where it could go, I really do believe it has something to do with that. I think it's probably going to go in that Stage 17 building, and they're rerouting that PhilharMagic entrance because they need the space in front of that whole area for this new attraction. What do you guys think? There's a lot here going on with this. What are your thoughts on this black box concept? Do you like the idea? Do you not like the idea? Do you agree with me that it seems like a little bit of a slippery slope? Do you not agree with me? What are your thoughts on my theory, so to speak, that's why they're rerouting the PhilharMagic entrance? I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day.